Yeah, welcome to Agam's tutorial. So that's the normal concept of this, how to impart it at home, any place you are, then you get it through the Agams. Then from this point now, this is part 2 of this indices involving quadratic equation. This is the question that is number 2. Then from this point, let's go here now. Then we'll have it as when you have 5, then you want to express this point now, this function to be in form of this. So you want to express this point now to be in form of this function here. Then how can you do this? This function here, we have it as 5 raised by this. Then from here we have s. This s is this. We have raised power 2. This 2 is 2. Then so that when you multiply together now by saying 2 times x is 2s. That is 5 raised by this. You can see is what is corresponding with this. So how can we eliminate this addition? According to indices, knowing that addition is changing to multiplication. So addition is multiplication of what? Multiplication. So therefore, from this point, I will say times, because of this addition, changing to what? Times. Then next one, I will have, from this power here, we bring this 5 here together and raise it to power this. So 5 raised to power 1 is the same thing with 5. So you are through from this point now. Then next one I say minus 6 bracket 5 raised to power s plus 1 equals to 0. So next one now I will continue making the use of what? Agams, that is A as alphabet. Then from this point I will say let A agam equal to 5 raised to power s. So any place I see A, I'll put 5 raised to power s. Then therefore I have it as A into this times 5. Remember, any number raised to power 1 is same thing with the number. Therefore, 5 raised to power 1 is 5. So that's the reason I have 5 here. So therefore, from this point, I have minus 6 into A. I'll put what? A plus what? 1 equal to 0. Then from this point, let us multiply from this point. Then by saying 5 times A, 2 times A is A square. Then 5 times A square is 5A square. So we have it as 5A square minus 6A plus 1 equal to 0. Then from this point now, you have formed quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. So let's go straight by using another. First one, I make use of factorization method. Let me use general formula. Then by using general formula now, from this point, by using general formula from this point, so we have it as, the reason why I'm using two formulas, so that if you forget this one, then you remember this. So we have 5A square minus 6A plus 1 equal to 0. Then using quadratic formula, then we have it minus plus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So if you use this one, you get the same answer. Then from this point now, I'll bring out what you call parameters. Parameters of a, b, and c. So I'll say where a, that is the parameters. A is means a, b, c. So my A here is 5, then my B here is minus 6, then my C here is 1, that is plus 1. Then from this point now, I will now substitute. So when I substitute from this point, any place I see A, I put what? 5, B, I put minus 6. But from our formula now, we have minus B already. So I have to put it inside bracket. Because of this one contain minus 6. So I have it minus bracket minus 6. This minus is this one. Then minus is this. So they have plus or minus or square root of. Then my b square, I have it minus 6 square. Then minus 4a. This 4 is inside the formula. This 4 is inside the formula. Then times our a is what? 5. We have it as 5 times our c is 1. Then all into 2 is inside the formula 2. then have 2 times 5. Then from this one now, let us express now. From here, have minus times minus is plus. Then plus or minus. Or into, from this point now, then you go straight by this one, minus 6 from here. So minus 6 now we have 36. Then from aspect of this one, I have 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is what? 20. Then have it as what? 20. 20 times 1 is 20. Then have it 20 from this point. From this game now, then 2 times 5, we have it as what? 10. So after this point now, we are trying to compress it to the lowest number now. Then we say now, 36 minus 20. So that's what you have to do. 36 minus 20 is what? Then you have it as what? So let's start from this point. Then 36 minus 20 is what? 16. Then when you have 16 from this point, then you have 6 plus or minus square root of. But this one will give us what? 16. Then have it as 16 divided by 10. Then next one, I say square root of 16 is 6 plus or minus. We want to remove the square root. When you find the square root of 16, square root is out. The square root of 16 is what? 4 divided by 10. Then here now, from this point now, there's something that is important here. You can see that this is 2 signs. So the first one, I will get the answer for positive. The second one, I get the answer for negative. This is positive and what? Negative. So now, watch now. From here, remember we are using quadratic formula. Some people are calling it almighty formulas. But here is quadratic formula presented by Algebra International. Then from this point now I have 2 for positive, 6 plus 4 all over 10. Or for negative, 6 minus 4 all over 10. I've just separated the formula. Then 6 plus 4 is 10. Then say 10 over 10. Or 6 minus this is 2. You say 2 over 10. Are we okay? Then I can remove this one now to the whole number. I have it as 1. If you don't want to use or, you can use comma. Then this go into this is 5. You have it 5, 1 over what? 5. So therefore, we are solving with what? Adams A. Then this is what? A is 1 or 1 over 5. But it's not the answer. So because of indices, so the answer now, we are trying to solve for S. So therefore, you say notes. So our normal note now, I say notes that when you have something like this, 5 into this is equals to A Adams. Then from this point now, we say when the first A is what? 1. So therefore, 5 raised to power S is 1. So remember our rules now. The law say that anything raised to power 0 is 1. Are we okay? So can we say that 1? Can we say that 5 raised to power 0 is what? 1. Meanwhile, any place I see 1, can we put 5 raised to power 0? Yes. So let's go then. I have it as 5s into 5 raised to power 0. Then this one cancel, this one cancel. S is equal to 0. Then next one now, you say when A is Adams A, then it's equal to 1 over 5. So therefore, you have it as from this point now I have it 5 into S all over 1 over 5. You remember our rules now. When I have A inverse, it is same thing with 1 over A. Then the same way when I have 5 inverse, it is same thing 1 over 5. Are we okay? So well, let us do this one from this point. When you see 1 over 5, we remove it and put 5 inverse so that you can get the same base. So therefore I have it 5 into 5 inverse of this. So this and this, I remove this and this, I left it what? This S is equal to minus 1. So that is the part 2 of indices. Welcome to Agam's concept tutorial class. Thank you. Your partner, you are banking with Agams. My name is, still remember, my humble self, Charles the Massman. Thank you.